I've never been one to care much when celebrities die. Why should you shed a tear for rich and famous people who are far better off than you and totally oblivious to your existence? But I'm a bit conflicted about Ozzy Osbourne. So, about Ozzy Osbourne. The British rocker, a pioneering icon of heavy metal music, died at the age of 76. I was a huge fan of Ozzy when I was militantly into heavy metal during my school days. In addition to the music, I loved his whole Prince of Darkness satanic shtick. Like so many vacuous teenagers back then, I was awestruck by his notoriety for biting the head off a bat on stage. I even emulated him by pretending to bite the head off a bird in school. It was just a trick, but very effective, and I reveled in the reputation and street cred. Then I grew up and got old fast. My age measured out in declining decibel tolerance. But who doesn't still enjoy listening to Crazy Train or Paranoid with the dial turned up all the way to 11 once in a while? In real life, brought to us on screen, the god of rock I used to worship turned out to be a drug-addled, henpecked, slurring, swearing, crusty curmudgeon in a dysfunctional family. But he also came across as a loving father and husband, entirely likable and highly entertaining. To those who question how someone like that could have been a good role model, I say, look what a fine young man I turned out to be. Now that Ozzy is gone, I see a lot of love for him online, but also plenty of hate. His detractors are calling him out for his strong support for Israel through his Zionist wife, and condemning his legacy in the context of the still ongoing genocide being perpetrated against the Palestinian people. The anti-establishment figure famous for War Pigs, a song in which he warns warmongering generals and politicians that Judgment Day is coming for them, apparently ended up shilling for the worst of them. As a human being myself, I feel strongly about the slaughter of more than 59,000 Palestinians and still counting in Gaza. You would have to be a psychopath to be fine with that, and it's hard to imagine good old Ozzy as one. I can only remember him fondly as someone whose music and antics brought much joy to an admiring schoolboy. Now, if somehow, and I can't imagine how, I've managed to offend Ozzy fans and haters simultaneously, here's my little disclaimer again. The world before and after I state my opinion. Nothing changes, see? So everyone just chill. In Ozzy's own words, maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate.